Welcome back to Who Am I, the series where I talk about Drag Race, specifically All Stars 11 right now. We are at the merge, so let's talk about it. I have my fan, because I am hot today, and I have my notes right here. Today's makeup is inspired by the little Killer Clown's cocoon. I'm going to put on my pink fuzzy sweater for the look, but yeah, here it is. The little guy and me. Let's hop into the merge. First, they have their entrance, re-entrance looks, whatever you want to call it, so let's talk about those real quick. First up, we have Dawn. I really love this. It's very like elf warrior. I love the pink furry parts of it. I love the boot with like the pink little ruffles on it. I think it's a good entrance looks. I love the septum ring in the hair. I love the neck thing. I think it's a very strong look for her. Next we have Akira. Love this as well. I love pinstripes. Whatever sequin or stone or whatever she did to make that shine, it shined very well on stage, because stones sometimes don't work well under Drag Race lights, but this shined very, very well. Love the hand cigarette, love the hair with it, the makeup, the shoes, everything about it is perfect. I love that like every little single thing is encrusted in stones. I didn't notice it until now. Her nipple is popping out in this photo. That's just kind of funny on Drag Race. But yeah, I think it's really pretty. Next we have Crystal Method. I love this as well. We will get into it later at the end of the episode, but I think she did kind of like, honestly, all of her looks this runway are kind of like a fashion show in itself, kind of like a complete fashion house, which I think is very fun. I love this. I love the colors, the textures, the patterns of it. I think it's great. Next is Silky. I don't love this. So sorry to Silky. I think the color's good. I like the headpiece. It just kind of seems like wilted, kind of seems limp, just seems a little underwhelming compared to the other looks. I don't know. In like the close-up on top, you can kind of see there's like 11, like a handful of stones on that. I don't like the randomness of just those dwindling stones. It's not my favorite. Moving on to Kennedy. I really like this. It's very Medusa to me. I love the giant hair with the contacts, with the lashes, with everything about it. It's very grand. It's very pageant. It's very Kennedy, which I think is good for a re-entrance. We have Jasmine. This is gorgeous. I love the print of it. I love that it's like, I love that the breast cups go like completely down into the dress. It's almost like animalistic. I love the thing in her hair, the little eyeball in her hair. The makeup, she looks gorgeous as always. The giant cape flowing behind her was stunning. She looks incredible. And then lastly, we have Sam Star. Not lastly, well, whatever. We have Sam Star. I like the belts. I think it's definitely one of my favorite looks she's worn in the season. I like this a lot on her. I like the belts. I like the way it's wrapped together. I like the belt gloves. I don't know if I've seen that before. We've seen like belt outfits before, but I don't know if I've seen belt gloves like that, and that I really like. I don't need the cowboy hat. Again, who am I? I wear a hat in every look I do now, but I just don't love a cowboy hat specifically. But it's her brand. She's the country girl, so whatever. And then we find out that the returning queen is Joey J. RuPaul says, gay, and then Joey J arrives. Very on brand. I thought it was funny. They didn't show, at least not to my knowledge, I don't remember them showing a full body of her until she got into the workroom. So this screenshot is just the top half of her. But she looks gorgeous. So yeah, let's get into the rest of the episode. Like I said, the queens have found out that Joey J is the wild card. That's kind of crazy to me to have 4 purple queens, but oh well, who am I? I'm not RuPaul. They do crazy things over there. Anyways, the queens are told that the rules are changing. All of their points have been wiped, just like last season of All Stars. And this season, Ru will name one winner. They will receive 10K, and then the rest of the queens will rank each other in the Rate a Queen MVQ edition, where the bottom 2 will lip sync and 1 will go home. They find out the Maxi Challenge is the Tell Me Something Good story hour, where they have to deliver a story on stage to their younger selves. I don't love the challenge, but this kind of challenge did give us the iconic Ginger Minge Red Ruby slippers, so that I do love. But overall, as a challenge, I think it's fine. It's just one of those things Drag Race makes the girls do that they would never do in real life. There's some workroom stuff. We find out Silky and Akira have like really fallen out. They don't even acknowledge each other. There's like kind of sort of strategy talk about whether or not they're going to use Rate a Queen to their advantage. There's a round table with the guest judge, Evan Mulrooney. So sorry, I don't know who that is. Everyone online has been like freaking out about how he's very attractive, I guess. I'm not going crazy for him. I thought he was a fine guest judge. I don't know who he is. So sorry. We go back to the workroom. There's a little more Silky and Akira. Nothing crazy. I think next week is when we're going to get that fight. There is a great shot of Silky wearing the rainbow wig that I'm pretty sure is the same one that Tina wore. Insert photo here. I love that that wig gets around. It's crazy. We're going to go on to the runways now because nothing really else happens. So, again, the guest judge is Evan Mulrooney. Don't know who that is. The category is Red Carpet Realness. And before we get into the stories, I just want to say, you just never know how the judges are going to critique it. I think the critiques were kind of crazy because Rue said it has to be a message to your younger self. But does that mean he wants sincerity? Does she want comedy? You never know. So, yeah, I always think about that when going into these challenges. Dawn is first with a story about savoring the times you have with friends. There's a story about getting high. I didn't really care about any of the stories. Again, I don't really love this challenge. So I'm probably just going to talk about the looks for most of them because my opinion across the board is kind of that I don't really care about the stories. If there's anything crazy about them, I'll mention that. But I'm going to talk about the outfits mostly. Love this handbag, a literal handbag. I think this is fun. It's like clashing, which I love. I love the little fascinator. I love the hair with it. The tie is fun to me. I love the big frilly sleeves with the golden cuffs around it. The shoes are great. They fit her perfectly. So yeah, I like the look. The story was whatever. It's just an odd challenge to me. Joey J is next, telling a story about her childhood, just how she grew up. I really didn't like the story. I thought the cue cards made it awkward. The soundboard 100% saved her. She had a soundboard, played sounds whenever the cue cards messed up. That did save her. It was very Darlene Mitchell to me. It's not my personal taste in humor, but the judges loved it and they go up for that stuff. So it was very smart on her part to bring that soundboard out because anything like that, Rue's just going to love. So even though the story itself was kind of awkward, the soundboard erased that in Rue's mind. I like the outfit. I love the pop of red in the shoe. I love that everything sparkles. Again, black is kind of hard to make sparkle on camera, so whatever that fabric is, really good. The feathers look great. I love the sparkly tights. I think she looks great, and she was very, very smart in this challenge. Next up is Jasmine telling her original coming out story before she came out as trans. I did like the story. It was very heartfelt and genuine and nice to listen to, and I do think stories like this are very helpful and they're needed in the universe just for other queer kids to see. But it was just so sincere. Again, it's just not my kind of thing. I don't gravitate towards that level of sincerity and earnestness in drag. She looks gorgeous. I love the feathers on her. I love the new illusion with the whatever pattern that is. Hair and makeup always looks gorgeous. It was just so earnest, not a joke, nothing to laugh about. It was a good story. She's a good storyteller. It's just not my personal thing. Kennedy was up next, telling a story about her growing up. This one was crazy. I couldn't help but laugh at this one. It was so insane. I don't have a screenshot of it, but there's a part where she goes behind the screen to turn into her mother, and then she comes back out in a house gown and hair curlers, and then she runs around the stage, beating her invisible childhood self with a belt. It's crazy. Her story was kind of only about getting beaten as a child, which was just wild. Again, I mean, there were jokes in it. She was telling jokes, but it was just about her getting beaten as a child, which was just a lot for Drag Race, for me personally. I think the dress is gorgeous. Very simple, pretty, shiny outfit. The changing was a little awkward. They kind of made it seem edited awkward. Maybe it was long in person. Who knows? It was fine. Again, I was laughing just kind of I had to laugh. It was just crazy. So, yeah. Next up is Silky, and she told a story about how the church helped her find herself in life. I mean, I'm very unreligious, so this one really didn't do anything for me. I just couldn't connect to it. She's a good storyteller. I think this outfit is pretty. This also had moments of her talking about her getting beat, which I guess is very Drag Race. They will make the girls talk about their trauma. I think she's a good storyteller. She looks good. It's just personally not for me. Next up is Akira talking about how she has grown to be loved and seen by so many, as well as some botched work she got done in the past because she is the body. I love this reveal coat before whatever she reveals to. It's very sparkly and pretty. Again, there's just no humor to it. It's very earnest, and I just don't come to Drag Race for earnesty. Sorry. The partition she changed behind, I do think it was a little shady. Editing-wise and music-wise, they made it... I mean, I'm sure it was long to change, but the editing really made the partition scene very, very long, so I get that that was kind of awkward. it's just fine to me. I think it's a fine story. Again, I think it's good to get queer stories out there for queer youth to hear things like this. Just personally, not what I gravitate towards too. Next up is Sam Starr. She was telling the story about just being a flamboyant country boy who was trying to play sports and fit in. The story was fine. It was whatever. I love his outfit. Again, clock the cowboy hat, but I think it matches his outfit. It's very Britney and Justin Canadian tuxedo, all denim to me. Love the outfit. Maybe I could have used with some embellishments on the shoes to match the rest of the darker materials with embellishments on it, but that's very nitpicky. I think the outfit is good. The story was truly whatever. And last but not least, we have Crystal Method telling just like a childhood story about like there was like a crush involved and like a bus something. I don't know. It was again just weird to me. I didn't. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was fine. She kind of does like a pirate theme loosely throughout it. You can see those waves on the stage in the back. I love this outfit. It's crazy. It is pirate. It's like clown pirate. It's so maximalist and everything is just so crazy and I love it. The story was fine, but the outfit really, really sold me. Also, something about this like this little heel with the like a buckle on it is just really good to me for some reason. So yeah, love the outfit. The story was fine. Moving on to the runways, the category is red carpet realness, and first up we have Crystal Method. Love it so much. It's so clown. It's so good. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, I feel like all three of her looks, the re-entrance, the challenge, and this, I feel like they could be from the same fashion house. Maybe not the same collection, but I feel like they could be from the same fashion house. And I just feel like that's very good branding. I love these colors. I love the textures and the patterns and the fabrics. The fascinator, I think the hair is perfect for this. The makeup ties it all together. I really have no notes. I think this is so fun. Again, I want like a doll of all the looks she wears. I just really love Crystal Method. Next up is Jasmine Kennedy, who I think looks stunning as always. Yeah, I really have no notes. I think the way it's like loose and billowy, but like purposely, like it's so purposefully loose and baggy in the right places, but it's still so like perfectly fitted to her when you look at it. I love the little denim blue pieces of hair with the earrings. The red shoe is a fun little pop of color. I love the long white nails. I just really like it. I think it's gorgeous. The long train behind her. It's very, very red carpet to me. Stunning. Next up, we have Joey J. I don't like this. I think it was Michelle who said she didn't like the shoes. I agree. I don't love the shoes with it. Something about it, I just don't like. It just doesn't feel... Maybe I don't know what Joey J's brand is, but just doesn't feel like Joey J to me. If I saw this on a mannequin, I would not think Joey J was wearing it. I just don't love it. It kind of feels like... I don't love the mesh... I don't know. I couldn't tell you why I don't like it, really, honestly. Just something about it is not my personal thing. Sorry. Next up, we have Silky. First off, love this hair. I know not everyone is into the structured hair. I don't love it always, but I do love this one. It's very whimsical and, like, fun to me. I think it's a very pretty dress. It's very sparkly. I love the way it sparkles. Again, black can be hard on the runway. This is done very well. It sparkles well. I like the thing connected to her arm. She will put that finger up and walk, and love that for her. The feathers look really nice. They tapered out really nicely and dragged on the floor nicely. I think it's a really good look. It's very, very runway. Very pretty, very sparkly. I like it. I also love the dramatic makeup. Next up is Dawn. This is really fun to me. Again, I just love that she's like elven princess warrior. I love the color on her. I love, love, love like the inlet of the darker sequins. It's like a geode. It's so pretty to me. Yeah, I have no notes. Love like the Madonna-esque boobs with the little studs on them. I just think it's gorgeous. I love the like earring on the tip of the elf ear. The hair is gorgeous. The makeup's gorgeous. I love the lip. Stunning. I really love it. Next up is Sam Starr. And I do really, really appreciate that everything is the same. I can appreciate that. I just wish the shoes had a little, maybe like a shade darker in the fabric, or like dyed a shade darker, just so you could see them more on the runway. I didn't really realize they were shoes until she mentioned it. But other than that, I think it's gorgeous. Whatever fabric that is, the pattern, the shine is really nice. The color's really good on her. I like this hair a lot. Again, I do really appreciate that the shoes match exactly to the dress. It's pretty. Next up, we have Akira. People, if they saw this, might eat me alive, especially looking like this. It's a gorgeous outfit. I just think the alien dress is so iconic and gorgeous and stunning that you just like can't do it. She made this herself. It's amazing. It looks amazing. Fits her well. I get that it's incredibly hard to make herself. That's very impressive. I just think, I mean, I'll put the picture of the original alien dress. I just think it's so iconic and so fashion and so like a staple in the runway world. I just would never even attempt to recreate it unless it was going to be spot on. And this is just, it's a recreation. Like, it's a very close recreation. It's just not the same as the original. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Also, I don't like the hair with it. Something about the color with this, with like, if it was like a blue, maybe I would like it, or like a red, maybe I would like it to match the middle. But I wish she had some sort of headpiece like the alien dress did. It's just, I mean, again, it's gorgeous. I know she made it. It's very, very impressive and a lot of talent. Just not, I don't know. And last but not least, we have Kennedy Davenport. This is gorgeous. I love this giant, like, loaf beehive thing. I love, the nude illusion is, like, crazy good. Probably the best she's had so far. I love, like, the perfectly tapered fringe on the sleeves. The lining on the inside looks so rich. Whatever color this is, it's like orange, salmon, I don't know. It's a gorgeous color on her. The beading is gorgeous. The crystals are gorgeous. Everything about it is really gorgeous. I think it's stunning. It's very pageant and Kennedy. It's also kind of new for Kennedy. I really, really like it. Moving on to the judges' critiques. First up is Dawn. The guest judge said he wanted a few more details to the story. Michelle said, just like as a general to all of you, she said, the quicker you can get there, the better, but they love the outfit. Silky is next. They love the look. They like the story. Rue praised her for not rambling and going on like she can, and I do agree with that. I do think she told the story well, and it didn't ramble on. Crystal Method is next. They love both her looks. They really liked the story. Rue really, really loves her. You can tell, so love that, because I love her. Kennedy is next. They were entertained by the story, but Rue wanted it to be more concise and focused on like one specific event instead of like her entire lifetime. They really like the outfit. Akira is next. They love the look. They liked the story. Carson said he wasn't sold on the part where she was behind the changing partition. Again, I agree. I do think the editing was a little shady, but it was a little awkward on stage. Joey is next. They love the sound machine. Again, I think that is what saved her. They really like the look. Rue praises her for really coming back and like shining and proving herself. He says this is what All Stars is made for, so you know he really, really likes her. Sam Star is next. Kirsten wanted more detail from her story, and Michelle doesn't love the length of the outfit. I can see both of those. Jasmine is next. They really like the outfit and the story. And then Rue announces the winner, and we find out it is Crystal Method, so she gets 10K. Sure. I think, again, I didn't really, it's just not my kind of challenge, so whoever, Crystal winning, sure. Did I think her story was, like, anything crazy? No, but I don't know who I would have picked to win, honestly. So, good for Crystal. I do love Crystal. The rest of the queens will now have to rate a queen. So they go back and do that. We found out the bottom two ranked queens are Kennedy and Akira. I really did think Dawn was going to be down there, but obviously some strategizing and stuff happened. We will see that next week. But honestly, thank God for Dawn, because with this song, either one of them would have eaten her alive. But Kennedy and Davenport are the bottom two. It is great TV, the two Davenports going together. They lip sync to Nobody's Supposed to Be Here by Deborah Cox, and it is by far the best lip sync of the season so far. I've watched it so many times. It's such a great lip sync. You should go watch it right now. It's just so good. I think either one of them could have won, and in an alternate universe where they didn't have three queens go in from the purple bracket because of a tie, I think this could have been a double Shantae, but because of the tie, obviously that wasn't going to happen. So Akira does win the lip sync, which very well deserved. She did amazing. It's just crazy seeing Kennedy get eliminated. I really thought she was going to be a front runner, or like in the top at least. So just wild to see her eliminated. But she put up a very good fight. It was an amazing lip sync. And yeah, that was the first episode of the semifinals. We will have the next semifinals next week, and then the finale, I believe. Maybe there's a lip sync somewhere in between. I don't know. That was the first episode of the semifinales. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you want to see this embellished with the rest of the pink outfit, you can go to my Instagram and TikTok. I am JXXB. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.